Welcome to another review of a vegan or vegetarian product by me and Omnivore. Today we've got two flavours of Noble Jerky. So this is Noble Jerky, it's a vegan jerky. I bought this in TK MAXX for £3.49 per pack, and they are 70-gram packs. The ingredients are obviously going to be very similar in both of these. So ingredients: plant-based soy protein, vegan sugar, black bean sauce, which is black bean, sea salt and water, rice vinegar, spices, garlic, expeller pressed canola oil. And this one is different only in that it's got tomato paste in there. So this is yeah, everything else is the same in here apart from that's got tomato paste in it. Interesting. Spices, I guess, is the thing that's also going to be different. So this is probably going to have some smoked chili in there, whereas this one may not do. Okay, well, actually not a bad set of ingredients really. I mean, obviously people will disagree with the idea of eating soya, but you know, they always will. So chipotle one first. It smells pleasantly savoury. I think I'll open them both first and we'll have a sniff. Teriyaki one's more of a brownish colour than this one's red. That one doesn't have such a distinctive aroma. Okay, well, there is a piece of the vegan jerky. Might be several pieces actually stuck together, looks like, yes. Okay, well, yep, smells pleasantly savoury. Let's have a taste. The chipotle flavour, yeah, really nice and good chew to it. Flavour, very, very mild chili and smokiness. So it's got a little bit of smoked chili in there, but yeah, predominant flavour is a bit of cumin. Slightly sweet, not very salty. Pleasantly spiced. The flavour underneath it is just slightly lacking something. Yeah, I know, meat. Okay, and the teriyaki flavour. Which looks like it's got kind of less of a coating on it. The teriyaki flavour, slightly softer I would say, and much sweeter. I suppose that's to be expected. Very mild sort of soy sauce flavour, kind of quite sweet, almost to the point where it's not a savoury snack. It's missing obviously that dimension of meatiness. I think maybe a little bit of MSG or yeast extract in here would have actually made all the difference. Perhaps I'll try it in a moment with just a little smear of Marmite on there. Now, some people think it's strange, but I've always thought of jerky as a beer snack, mainly because that's how it's marketed where I live. I know that's not the case the whole world over, but yeah, here in the UK, jerky is quite commonly considered a beer snack. So I think it's only fair to give this a taste with some beer. And the beer I've got today is Blauweisse, which was one of the beers from my German beers advent calendar. Let's just give this beer a try. Nice, very, very uncomplicated beer there. Very refreshing, nice and cold. Okay, Noble Jerky as a beer snack then. I would say the chipotle one probably works slightly better than the teriyaki. I would say the texture of these is probably the best of the vegan jerkies I've tried. It is quite chewy and meaty, and it's not kind of dry and powdery like we've seen some of these things go before. So I think they've nailed the texture, but I think the flavour is just missing a little dimension of salty savouriness. And of course that's because it's not meat, but I think a little bit of glutamate is what's missing from this. A little bit of yeast extract maybe, or a little bit of MSG in the recipe. I know they're trying to go for a fairly sort of clean set of ingredients. I don't think it would do any harm to have yeast extract in there as an ingredient, really. Let's try that though, because I've got some Marmite here, and I've got the reduced salt version of Marmite, which is ideal because I don't really want to make this more salty. I just want to make it a little bit more savoury. And so we'll see if just a tiny little dab of yeast extract on there is what this vegan jerky is missing, or at least a little dab of kind of savoury on there. Right, let's give that a try. Yep. I actually think with a little bit of yeast extract on there, that's actually getting closer to a substitute for real jerky. Definitely that also brings it closer to the whole beer snack flavour profile. So, manufacturers of Noble Jerky, that is my suggestion for your product, is a little bit of yeast extract in there. That actually brings out the other spices a bit as well, which is quite interesting. I can taste cumin in here a lot more when I put a little bit of yeast extract on there. Isn't that weird? But that's just how these kind of things work. Glutamates, as we know, are flavour enhancers. And of course Marmite wouldn't take it away from being vegan compatible either. I actually think that's pretty good. The texture is definitely the best of all the vegan jerkies I've had so far. The flavour, it just needs that little boost. I suppose the question is, how would I rate this in comparison to regular beef jerky? I think probably it doesn't quite match up, although we did find definitely when I reviewed meat and meat-free jerkies in the past that there were lower scoring meat-based jerkies, so I think this would come somewhere in the middle, so it would beat some of the meat jerkies, but it wouldn't beat them all. I would probably buy that in preference to some of the other vegan jerkies I've had. Not sure I would buy this in preference to beef jerky though, but it was interesting to try it. So I hope that's been interesting. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.